If you missed yesterday's class, live class taught live, that's about the first lesson on Teachable. It's a pretty important one, I would say, and you know, I made sure to get straight to the point. So that one I recommend watching. Here we go. We got the bell starting here right now. So let's get ready. I'm not too excited, but it's I don't know. I felt like we would get more out of there. I don't know. That's very questionable. It should have ripped there through 254. I thought in my mind. So we're just trying to get a feel for this at the open. There it goes back up to 257, 258. Very choppy. I don't know. Like it's starting to go a little bit straight up. Ah, shoot. I caught the pullback. Thought it was going to rip. I got. Oh, wow. Shoot. Of course. Duh, up to only 240. This thing's like kind of cruising here. Very impressed. Break of 284. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Wait for a pullback. I'm giving back almost half my profit already. It's a little choppy, this thing. Head choppy. Wait for this pullback. Sort of thinking it's going to be a 2 or a 3, but we'll see. Looks like it might be a 1. And that was a weak pop. Oh, I lost money on that? I got to be careful here. I'm not really getting much progress here. I'm on a bit of a hot streak, so. Breakup's 284. I gotta cut that. Wow, that's a tough one. I thought we'd get the break at 284. I was waiting for that. That takes me red. I should have just sold. One's a little tricky. I'm red. It's not a good. I had a bigger position. I thought we'd break through 284. Had to cut the loss. Sold out at 268. Looks like it's coming down. We had starting to pivot off of 277. That sucks. It felt right. It went from red to green, 260 up to 280. Yeah. Down 300 on this now. It's a little disappointing. So it's on these kind of days where you want to be a little bit more careful. No, sellers are taking over here. Oh my gosh. Thought they were taking over. Look at the fill on that. That was a terrible fill. Try to stay in it, but I bought way too high. Look at that, just like right into. Okay, just you gotta stay relaxed. I just gotta. Double top there perfectly. This is tricky, boys. This is tricky. But I don't mind the action. It's just a little not fun. That was a good entry. Try to hold this. I'm hoping the next candle goes green a bit. The way that bid drops out is so annoying. So selling into that, buying. From 253 up to 280. That's a trade I could have made a lot of money on. This looks a little dangerous. I don't trust this one 100%. That's why I'm not getting super aggressive on it. This one could flush out. There was a nice, that was a nice entry. I don't know. It stalled right there, so I cut it. Not the worst. These dips do get bought up. Okay, we got a little bit of profit now. So some days are like this. We've been at this for 10 minutes. I got very little profit, but we're just trying to get a hold of something. And then yeah, I figured that was gonna do. This is a little bit dangerous. I gotta cut that. And so back down to 200 green. Somebody said BFRG. Maybe. This thing's starting to fail catastrophically. I'm glad I'm not red on it. There's a couple trades that could have made a lot of money on this. That bid drops out so quick. So we're just under VWAP here. Kind of itching for a breakdown below 240. I could try to take the false breakdown, but that some days it's just the risk is a little too high. And that's if I do take it, I'm gonna take it small. Look at that. That's gonna break. It's just going the wrong direction. I don't want to rush into that. Going the wrong direction. I had a couple great opportunities for great trades. This one right here being the greatest one. Why? I don't know why I didn't smack that one out of the park. I just down to 160. Gonna try to catch the rebound. Bought 7,000 shares at the highs. Trying to catch a rebound trade here, but it's so hard. Very thickly traded. Sellers are just so gosh darn. Yeah. All down 196. It's kind of an issue, but I'm thinking we're going to be coming down more on this. Fortunately, this stock has failed. MRA, so got a little bit of a rebound here. We might be able to scalp a little bit of something. No. Ah, it did work. There we go. There's a nice liquidity here. Sometimes when you see a lot of sellers like that, you never break through it, but it seems like we have enough buyers that we are able to break through some of these bigger sellers. We're up 240. I'm trying to look for that one trade that I can take big size on and get some we fun PHUN. Is it over $1 yet? But it did make a pretty big move. This is probably going to come down here. And I bought it anyways. Idiot. I hope I timed this rebound right. This could be the one trade. I want this up to 230. I dumped it all. I probably should have kept it. I probably should have kept it, but I was looking a little bit for more quicker resolution. Fun looks like it took a huge dump. I'm kind of hoping that sure enough, I was right. There's 230. Yeah, I'm not going to buy it there. I'm up 430 bucks. It could have been up like 1,000. Frick. Thinking ahead into the future. We didn't actually get to 230, but we gave a nice push to 227, and I at least had the wisdom. We had a member ask about yesterday, how do you not FOMO into trades? And it's just don't take them. If you miss the proper entry or if you get out early, don't get in too high. I think this was a great example where I had the entry down at 216. Target was 230. I took it at 222. Looks like we could continue here, but I want to get the breakthrough 230. Ah, shoot. There we go. Took $100 loss there. Again, buying too high. What we're going to do is wait for this to give us some red candles and see if we can get some support here. And if we get the volume right, we could get on a run and back up to VWAP. THUN. It's just a little too cheap for my taste. Actually, it's quite a bit too cheap. And it's not really like a fresh stock. It's kind of riding off the residuals from the last few days on it. So it's not even really kind of leftovers, but even still, it's just not my price. I'm an idiot. I gotta cut it. Down $300. I rushed into that one. Now that feels bad. That was a bigger loss. That was like a $600. I don't know. I definitely traded this ticker before. It's after the breakthrough here that I should be taking it in. No, I'm not going to add. There we go. And it's just take that. I hate mine. What makes me so angry? I take the big trade up here on the micro pattern when the clear bigger pattern I could have taken with big size. I could have been up $2,000 right now. I mean, just as simple as that. But the nice thing is our 5 minute is kind of put in that support. So now we could be looking at in the next couple minutes, 5-10 minutes, we could start to see buying pressure come back in. We could. This is below VWAP trading, guys. Look at that. That's not pretty at all. Okay. Pretty much scratch everything I said. What a day, guys. You know, honestly, we've had a good bit. I can catch a bottom on this. We do get nice clean rips back up. Seems like we would get support off this level because we double tapped here before. So this will be an interesting area to watch. Sellers are just absolutely atrocious on it. I try to hold on to this. I'm buying off of a pretty clear support line. Shoot. It's a support line. I feel pretty confident that it will bounce off, but there we go. I want to see this up. I want to see this rebound. We're due for a rebound. I'm not gonna rush out of this one. Come on, baby. Don't you dare flush. This is the time we pinch shorts. Come on. Frickin' A. I might be losing everything. Oh, god dang it, bro. At least I finally, it was tough for me to pull the trigger to end it. I thought we would get really going there, but we did not. I thought we could have had a nice run to 221. It was hard for me to pull the trigger to end that trade, but if it's not working, it's not working. I think it still will work, but I guess that wasn't the right time. Let's see here. There we go. That looks like the bottom right there. That felt like the bottom, but now it doesn't feel like the bottom. I'm going to try to hold it. It feels like the bottom. My intuition says it's the bottom. I don't want to get stopped out of this. It's going to be a little choppy and scary. But really, I have a little bit of a cushion. Here we go. Let's ride this up to 221. Come on. Sellers have tried and tried, but they failed here. We're at clear support. We've got to get a run going here. This has got to be a run. Break through that seller. I'm selling two slots there because we're not breaking through that seller. Probably have sold more. Selling the other two slots. It looks like we could go up here, but if we get a quick dip, I'll buy the dip. It's not really dropping. There's a drop. Give me more of a drop, I'll buy the dip. More. There's a nice dip. I'll take that. Stab, smaller size. Shoot. Dipped one more time. I gotta cut it right there. That's too bad. I thought we could get a pop back up. There we go. Are you kidding me? That was the final straw. He's probably got to break through the lows here. This was tricky because this doubled bottom with that quick green bottoming tail, that looked good. That's why I didn't sell out so quickly. I was trying to hold that. This thing is really just a pain. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know. This thing looks like it should take off, and then it doesn't. Man, from 203 to 220, that happened pretty much instantaneously. Now we have a 5-minute bottoming, very clear bottom here with a pivot up at 228. But I'm not going to buy it high. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no. Not going to buy it high. Should have bought it at the lows. So PHUN is just, it's simply too cheap. Pattern is great. The strength is great. The viable stock with a lot of volume. It's just 25 cents a share. It's just not a part of my trading technique, if you will. We got 58 likes already, guys. Appreciate it. Please share this channel with a friend. Spread the word. Yeah, waiting for a pullback here. Maybe we could get a dip here on this candle. If this dips down to 208 or something. I doubt this candle is going to go very green here, but it kind of is. But yeah, I think it's a higher chance of it going red. So I'm going to wait for it to go red. And I just got to say the opposite. Next time I'm in a trade, I'm just going to say, oh, it's dropping. If I'm in a trade, and then it'll go up. Let's try it. Get a little micro dip here. All right, this baby's going to crash. This thing's going to fail. We're going to see a massive sell-off. This thing's going to die. There's no way this is going to go up here. There's like not even a single chance it goes up here. There's no way it goes up here at all. Oh, what the heck? Nah, it's going to flush here. It's done. There's no way this is squeezing to 221. If it squeezes to 221, that's against all odds. There's no way it's going to happen. Like, what the heck? It's not going to happen. There's no way. No, it's getting closer. No, don't do it. There's no way it's going to 221. There's no way. There's like a 0% chance it goes to 221. I'm telling you guys, I've been doing this for a long time. See, we get some selling pressure there. And there's no way. There's no way. I guess I was actually right. Okay, we gotta take it at 216. God. I was really hoping it was gonna go to 221 there. I got it at 16 and a half. These half pennies are nice. Like, yeah, I got 16, but I got 16 and a half. That's an extra $10. It's too bad. I thought it. I thought it was going to go through 21. Double topped here. Um. So the 5 minute chart, we had the nice bottoming tail, but now the new 5 minute candle is starting its red. You know, it could be starting the next leg down. Maybe like this could have been just a pit stop on the way down. Um, so sure enough, we got sellers coming in here. I kind of wanted to get that dip. I'm taking it a little late here. Uh, I I got scared out of it, even though I still think it looks good. We got a nice bid there, but shoot. Yeah, sure enough. Yeah, I want to pull the trigger. I'm too scared. I had the entry. I would have been at 208. Yeah. I'm going to stay out of this here. This looks. Yesterday, I was able to pull in about, what was it, 3,400. The day before, 3,800. So we've been on a bit of a. The market's been tricky, so I've had to shift to a little different style of trading, and we outlined that in the classes yesterday. So if you missed yesterday's class on Teachable, it's going to be in the recent lesson section. And if you're looking for classes to watch, because there's a lot of classes, I would start with the recent lesson videos. If you'd like to sign up for Teachable, you can do that on the tradingfarmer.com/join. Again, day trading is risky. My results are not typical. So don't rush into buying it. I'm not a huge salesperson. You're not going to see me at some, Airbnb mansion, trader house with my shirt off, selling my course. But I do like to teach and helped quite a few people exponentially grow their profits. Again, their results are not typical. So we're waiting here. Yeah, we trade the 50-50 hyper scalping. Today is not exactly the 50-50. Yeah, I'm sort of seeing a pattern form here. You members should start to kind of see what I'm looking at. I don't know how exactly it's going to play out or if it's going to play out, but I see the potential of a pattern. Taking a little bit of risk here. I want this up to 205. Selling a half there. Selling the other half right there at 208, 207. So we got 74 likes, guys. We're almost to our 100 like goal. Not too long ago, our goal was like 20 likes. So we've been growing really nicely, all thanks to your support. So this one's been pretty reliable with these bottoming tails on this one. This one's a little tricky. We're trading backside. We're trading below VWAP. Our targets aren't huge. We're not holding and holding. It's, we're just going for a little bit of a rebound. In this case, I got in at 197. It popped up to 205 and 207. So we got 8 to 10 cents, and now we have a green bottoming tail here. We could be looking in to complete a pattern that the members should be noticing here, possibly forming with potential up to 221. But this is a choppy thing, so we're gonna just kind of give it a minute, kind of chop around. We're seeing huge potential here on this one. This could stop the sell-off. We could go into a time of buying. So waiting here, guys. I kind of gave you my thought process on this. We got a little dip here that could be a good spot to take a stab. I'm going to take a little stab there. My confidence is quite low on it. I'm going to hold it. I got to cut it. I want to cut it because it was $150. Looking like I have the right idea here now. I rushed into a big trade here, and I don't know if it was a good idea or not. I'm really not liking this. Back down to 1500. Should have let it break through the lows first. That's a bigger loss. Where did I sell at? 199. So back to 1500. This is where mistakes can be made, but also that's just too bad because I had pretty close to the right idea here. Had I been still holding, I would be up actually green on this trade. I'd be green up $200. I'm expecting it to come back down. So the original pattern I was looking at here is kind of getting a bit sloppy. It would have been ideal if it would have worked right here. And then I tried to catch a little micro dip here, thinking we would get a rip there. It ended up coming down for a double bottom right here and then popping up after, that ended up costing me $450. It's not end of the world, but I lowered down to small size here. Or maybe I'm sort of thinking we're due for a rebound here shortly. Oh no, please don't tell me that. No. I just took a big trade there. Stupidly. I don't know why I did that. Gotta get out of there. Why did I take that trade? So it's Farmer starting to fall backwards, trading Garbo entries. That was a terrible entry. And part of me wants to just take the 13. But the other part of me is like, gosh darn. I'm having the right ideas, but it's just taking longer. Here it comes, grinds up. Buying high again. See if we get a run here. I want shorts to really get pinched here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got to be done with this thing. This thing is too wild. $1,200. It's just getting it did an algo drop down to 188. Part of me wants to load up a big position here. It is a really big bottoming tail. Let's see what happens here. Where did I sell out at? 202. It kind of feels like it's put in a bottom now on the 5-minute chart. Let's go to the 15. 15 looks like it put in a bottom. Man, my entry at 206 would have been great right now. We can go down to 900 shares and see if we can do some hyper scalping on this little breakout. I got a $10 and $9 there. This thing might take off here yet. 220 is kind of the main area to look. Man, I had 2K exactly for a bit, then I lost it. Not holding any of these trades. I'm going back to hyper scalping for now. I'm guessing we're going to reject here. Yeah. I'm not really buying in the right areas. If I do buy this, I'm going to let it drop one more time and then I can maybe take a stab. But the question is, do I take a big share size, risk everything I got to try to get back to where I was? I don't know. I think it's going to come down here. That's not what I wanted to happen. I don't know. I'm just get buying pressure here. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm just completely bled. $1,100. How much time we got? Doesn't even look like my clock is correct. BFRG. I may have overstayed my welcome here in AGFY, which is too bad. I'm not gonna get sucked into that. I feel like sellers are really gonna be sitting here in numbers. It sucks because I had the right idea here on in this area, I was like, this thing's about to turn around, but it just got so droppy and whippy. And look at this algo dropped to 187, which luckily I didn't get stuck in. I mean, I was in for it, but it wasn't really a major drop. It was an algo drop, I guess. I never really even saw it happen, but so the key thing here now is I can try. I'm just afraid that this thing's gonna get right. Is gonna get going again. BFRG. I've seen that starting to heat up. Didn't we trade that yesterday? We did. Kind of miss BFRG. See if we get a bottoming tail. Should have popped up already. Failing. Took it at 198. Okay. BFRG, I feel like light volume, we're going to get a lot of crazy whips on it. I feel like if I stay with AGFY long enough, we could see a later day, late day short squeeze on it. Is what it seems. Because it's dropping so hard, but then it's getting. I'm like determined to smack a big trade on this thing, but I don't know if it's the smart thing to do. Back up to 206. Yeah, sellers are building here again. You really, if you're going to take. All right. All right.